Welcome to the summary of the 4-Hour Body, an uncommon guide to rapid fat loss, incredible sex, and becoming superhuman by Timothy Ferriss. Let's uncover the gems together. Key point 1. Mastering the minimum effective dose. What if the secret to extraordinary results isn't doing more, but doing precisely the right amount? The 4-Hour Body doesn't require spending 4 hours working out, thankfully. Instead, the secret is finding the minimum effective dose, MED, that produces maximum results. Your body responds optimally to specific, targeted interventions, rather than endless effort. Changing your body doesn't mean you dislike it. It means you value your health and want to optimize it. Tim Ferriss spent over $250,000 on self-experimentation to discover these precise thresholds. He gained 34 pounds of muscle in 28 days, with just 2 30-minute workouts per week. He tripled his testosterone levels naturally. He went from struggling with chronic injuries to pain-free superhuman performance. The key? Finding each protocol's minimum effective dose. This approach challenges everything popular fitness culture teaches. While others obsess over complex routines and maximum volume, Ferriss proves that strategic minimalism delivers superhuman results. However, before diving into the practical stuff, here's an important disclaimer. Only apply the techniques if you feel comfortable. If certain methods require a drastic change in your eating, sleeping, or exercising routine, consult your doctor first. Remember, these pieces of advice worked for the author, but they may not work for everyone. Every person on the planet is different and has unique needs and features that aren't considered in the author's subjective experiments with his body. So, dive into the world of body optimization with an open mind and learn what works best for you. More insights and tips on achieving superhuman performance are coming your way. Key point 2. Setting up your GPS. Many people often find it difficult to follow advice, even when they know it's good and could change their lives. There are 2 main reasons for this. First, their motivation isn't strong enough. The discomfort they feel isn't enough to push them into action. Imagine someone who doesn't love their job, but doesn't hate it enough to quit. They stay because the pain isn't intense enough to make them change. Without that urgent need, making a change remains something they'd like to do someday, not something they feel they must do now. Second, people often don't keep track of their progress. Without regular check-ins or reminders, losing sight of goals and falling back into old habits is easy. For instance, someone trying to lose weight might give up if they don't see progress, simply because they need to track their efforts more closely. As Timothy Ferriss says, the decent method you follow is better than the perfect method you quit. A Harajuku moment is the key to overcoming these challenges. This sudden realization turns a casual goal into an urgent task, and therefore a priority. It's when everything clicks, and you realize you must change now. For example, let's meet Jack, who has been thinking about getting fit for a long time. It's only when he struggles to climb the stairs without getting out of breath that he realizes he must start exercising. This realization pushes him to take action. Always listen to yourself when setting goals. Don't let societal expectations dictate them. Once you have clarity, the next step is taking accurate measurements. If your goal is to lose or gain weight, you can see your progress by taking these simple steps. Take precise before measurements every Tuesday at 10 a.m. This should include the middle of each upper arm. Measure exactly 6 inches above the elbow, the waist at belly button level, the hips at the widest point, and the middle of each thigh. Add these 4 numbers for your total inches, TI. Weigh yourself immediately after waking and using the bathroom. Track both measurements weekly, never daily, as daily fluctuations create false data. In short, strong motivation and consistent progress tracking are the keys to turning advice into real, lasting change. Key point 3. Minimum effort, maximum results. The power of small changes is real, as various self-help books state. Tim Ferriss proposes the same approach. Apply the minimum effective dose, and you'll be ready to pursue any goal. Water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, and increasing the temperature won't improve the result. The same is true for working on your body. All you need to do is work out just enough to trigger fat loss or muscle building. Timothy Ferriss says, "More is not better. Indeed, your greatest challenge will be resisting the temptation to do more." A great framework for effective weight loss is the slow-carb diet. While most online diets emphasize adding more vegetables, limiting saturated fat intake, burning more calories through exercise, and incorporating omega-3 fatty acids, Tim Ferriss advises integrating these 5 practices instead. First, avoid white foods such as bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, and other white carbohydrates. Second, eat the same meals. Choose exactly 3 meals and repeat them daily. Breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at 12 p.m., and dinner at 6 p.m. Some examples include eggs with black beans and spinach, chicken salad with lentils, and beef with vegetables and black beans. Third, don't drink calorie-dense beverages. Drink water, unsweetened tea, or other low-calorie drinks. Red wine is allowed up to 2 glasses per night. Fourth, say goodbye to fruit. Tomatoes and avocados are the only exceptions to this rule. Fifth, choose one cheat day. Saturdays become unlimited eating days. Consume massive quantities of everything you've avoided. This prevents metabolic slowdown and makes weekday restriction effortless. Then, move on to Occam's Protocol, a framework for muscle growth. You can achieve substantial muscle growth with exactly 30 minutes of weekly gym time using this precise protocol. Workout A. Start with pull-downs. That's sitting at a machine and pulling a bar down toward your chest. Choose a weight that's challenging but manageable. Lift the weight up for a count of 5, then lower it for another count of 5. Keep doing this slow, controlled movement until your muscles are so tired you simply cannot lift the weight one more time. This should happen somewhere between 80 and 120 seconds of total work. Rest for exactly 3 minutes, then move to a machine shoulder press, sitting and pressing the weight straight up overhead, using the same slow timing until your shoulders are completely exhausted. Workout B. Do a slight incline bench press, lying on a bench tilted slightly upward and pressing the weight up from your chest, followed by a leg press, where you sit and push the weight away with your legs. Use the same slow 5-second timing for each movement until your muscles are tired. Use this schedule. First, workout A, then rest for 3 days. Then, workout B, again rest for 3 days, and repeat. As strength increases, extend rest to 5 or 7 days between sessions. Remember this critical point. You want to choose a weight that completely exhausts your muscles between 80 and 120 seconds of work. If you can keep going past 2 minutes, the weight is too light, so increase it by 10% next time. If you can't make it to 80 seconds, the weight is too heavy. You only do 1 set of each exercise, no repeats. This works because your muscles grow during recovery, not during the workout itself. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters. Key point 4. Sleep optimization and superhuman recovery. Sleep is a significant part of our lives. After all, we sleep for 1/3 of the day. Finding ways to improve such a big chunk of your day is essential. Ferriss discovered that sleep quality matters infinitely more than quantity, and that you can engineer perfect sleep using specific protocols. Sleep problems fall into 3 categories. First, onset insomnia is when it takes a while to find a comfortable position and fall asleep. Second, middle insomnia is when you keep waking up throughout the night. Third, terminal insomnia is when you wake up too early and can't fall asleep again. If you are experiencing any of these, try experimenting with your sleeping conditions and pre-bed routine by following these helpful tips and tricks. The fetal position protocol. Lie on your right side, right arm under pillow, left arm alongside body, right knee bent 90 degrees. This specific position reduces movement and enhances deep sleep quality. Set bedroom temperature to exactly 67 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 65 degrees if wearing socks. Install blackout curtains and use a sleep mask. Even tiny amounts of light disrupt sleep hormone production. Pre-sleep nutrition protocol. Try 2 tablespoons of organic almond butter on celery sticks 30 minutes before bed to stabilize blood sugar. For deeper sleep, California poppy extract 15 plus drops significantly increases deep wave sleep. Exercise timing matters. Morning strength training or afternoon cardio enhances sleep. But here's the counterintuitive part. A 10-minute ice-cold bath 1 hour before bed triggers deeper sleep than hot baths. Advanced technique. Performing single arm or single leg resistance exercises, like one-arm push-ups, dramatically reduces time to fall asleep by exhausting your nervous system. Align your sleep with your body's natural rhythms and watch your rest transform. The extreme Uberman protocol involves 6 20-minute naps spaced evenly around the clock, totaling just 2 hours of sleep daily. This requires entering REM sleep immediately during each nap. For beginners, try the siesta approach. 6.5 hours of night sleep plus 1 20-minute afternoon nap reduces total sleep need by 100 minutes while maintaining alertness. Key point 5. Sexual performance and hormone optimization. Tim Ferriss's most controversial advice reveals data-driven methods for dramatically enhancing sexual performance and naturally optimizing hormones. He personally tripled his testosterone using specific protocols. Let's dive in and learn more. Ferriss discovered that sexual performance and hormone levels respond dramatically to specific, measurable interventions. His personal results were striking. His testosterone levels tripled from 244 to 835 nanograms per deciliter. Estrogen was cut in half, and sperm quality improved by nearly 200%. For men seeking long-term hormone optimization, Ferriss developed a daily protocol. Each morning upon waking and each evening before bed, take 2 capsules of fermented cod liver oil combined with vitamin-rich butter fat. Add 3,000 to 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 twice daily. That's up to 10,000 IU total. Include exactly 3 Brazil nuts in the morning and 3 before bed for selenium. The most challenging part? 10-minute ice baths both morning and evening. This combination provides the raw materials your body needs for optimal testosterone production. When you need a short-term boost, say within 24 hours of intimacy, Ferriss recommends what he calls the Nitro Protocol. The night before, consume at least 800 milligrams of cholesterol within 3 hours of bedtime. Think 4 whole eggs or 2 fatty steaks. Then, 4 hours before intimacy, eat 4 Brazil nuts, 20 raw almonds, and 2 of those cod liver capsules. This floods your system with the building blocks for hormone production right when you need them. However, Ferriss realized that optimizing male hormones was only half the equation. True sexual enhancement requires understanding female physiology with the same systematic precisions. So he turned his analytical approach toward female pleasure, developing what he calls the 15-minute method. The key insight is to focus on the upper left area of the clitoris. Imagine it as the 1 o'clock position on a clock face. Use pressure so light it's like touching 2 sheets of paper together. Move in a steady, metronome-like rhythm for 2 to 3 minutes at a time within a timed 15-minute session. End by applying firm, grounding pressure on the pubic bone. Ferriss claims that this technique worked with a 100% success rate amongst his test subjects. Positioning matters too. For what he calls improved angle missionary. Elevate the woman's hips about 6 inches using a firm pillow, as this tilts the pelvis for better angles. The improved pressure variation focuses on maintaining direct contact between the man's pelvic bone and the woman's clitoris during movement. Trying new things isn't just about change, it's about discovering your untapped potential. Ultimately, self-experimentation is a great way to learn more about yourself and improve, but it's essential to be cautious and thoughtful at all times. Key point 6. Superhuman strength and endurance. Ferris proves that seemingly impossible physical feats become routine when you apply minimum effective dose principles to strength and endurance. His protocols helped athletes break world records and achieve dramatic improvements in minimal training time. Take strength training, for example. Sprint coach Barry Ross developed a protocol so efficient it's almost shocking. You spend just 15 minutes of actual lifting time per week. Not 15 minutes in the gym, but 15 minutes actually moving weight. Here's how it works. You do only 2 exercises, the bench press and the deadlift. For each exercise, you perform 1 set of 2 to 3 repetitions at 95% of your maximum weight, followed by 1 set of 5 repetitions at 85% of your maximum effort. Rest exactly 5 minutes between sets. That's it. The result? Athletes regularly add over 100 pounds to their bench press in 6 months. Endurance follows the same counterintuitive pattern. Brian McKenzie completed 100-mile ultramarathons, training only 6.5 hours per week. His secret wasn't volume. It was precision. Maintain exactly 90 steps per minute with each leg during your runs. This rhythm naturally improves your landing mechanics and efficiency. So, follow a Paleolithic diet, then consume 1 gram of carbohydrates per hour for every kilogram of body weight during events. This minimal approach produces maximal endurance. Perhaps most remarkably, Ferris reversed what doctors called permanent injuries using a systematic 4-stage approach. Start with movement corrections, then try manual manipulation techniques. Consider medication only if needed, and save surgery as an absolute last resort. The most effective techniques? Simply switching to barefoot-style shoes like Vibram 5 Fingers eliminated his chronic back pain entirely. Ego-skew method postural therapy exercises corrected muscular imbalances through specific movements. Advanced muscle integration therapy helped reactivate muscles that had essentially turned off due to stress or injury. Active release technique broke up adhesions between muscles and bone that conventional stretching couldn't address. It's important to remember that meaningful results should be measurable. Saying, "I want to be healthy," is a great start. But defining what that means for you, like having more energy or reaching a specific fitness goal, will make your journey more straightforward. Each body is unique, and that's something to celebrate. True confidence comes from discovering your body's hidden capabilities. Whether that means deadlifting twice your body weight, completing an ultramarathon, or optimizing your hormone levels naturally, your body can achieve far more than you imagine when you apply these precise protocols. Did you know? The term cellulite was first popularized by Vogue in 1968, causing unnecessary worry among women. Conclusion. The 4-Hour Body proves that extraordinary results come from precision, not volume. You don't need to overhaul everything. Choose one protocol that addresses your biggest frustration and apply it with scientific rigor. Whether that's the slow-carb diet for fat loss, Occam's protocol for muscle gain, or hormone optimization for enhanced vitality, the minimum effective dose will deliver maximum results. Remember, they are only recommendations. Talk to your doctor before changing your diet or adding supplements. Always consult medical professionals before attempting hormone optimization, supplement protocols, or dramatic dietary changes, and always keep in mind that you are perfect just the way you are. Try this. Choose one specific protocol and commit to testing it for exactly 30 days with precise measurement. For fat loss, Follow the slow-carb diet with Saturday cheat days, measuring total inches weekly. For muscle gain, execute Occam's protocol with 5-second repetition timing, tracking strength increases. For better sleep, try the polyphasic siesta approach, tracking sleep quality and daytime alertness. The key isn't trying everything. It's finding your minimum effective dose for maximum transformation. What gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed creates superhuman results. That's all for now. More intriguing summaries are just a click away.